Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe to the videos. And click the notification button so you see when I put out new videos. Um, so today, what I'm going to talk about is the whole my whole cancer thing that's going on. Um, and for a lot of people, most people, I mean, even my wife, they probably wouldn't understand um, my thought process, I guess, about this whole situation. Thing is that, like I said in previous videos before, when I was younger, I just didn't want to be here anymore. You know what I mean? I was going through so much shit back then that I would pray to not wake up. This is like 9, 10 years old, 11 years old. I just didn't want to be here anymore. You know what I mean? And so I would pray not to wake up. And eventually, I lost the fear of dying. It just didn't. It wasn't. It was just something that was taken from me. You know what I mean? Like the to not fear to not fear death, So I didn't fear it, when I was in my teenage years and shit, But so I told you the story before. At 13 years old, I tried to take my own life at 13, and that didn't work out because so obviously I'm still here. So um, I said I would never do that again. That I knew that was a coward way out. I would never do that again. And so that has not ever been since then has never been in my thought process to do that. I'll go when it's time for me to go. But, through my whole life, I've always felt that way. Like I wasn't afraid of dying. And I lived my life reckless, doing reckless things, while I was on the streets because I didn't care. I didn't care about dying. It didn't bother me. It was like it was welcoming to me. I welcomed it. I welcomed it. There was a couple times where people had caught me on the streets, and at one particular time where some guys had caught me, some enemies of mine caught me, and they had me at gunpoint, and they seen that I didn't give a shit. The guy was telling me, "I'm gonna shoot you." He had the gun in my hand. I'm gonna shoot you. I said, "I don't care." You know what I mean? Just don't shoot me in my face. That's what I told him. Just don't shoot me in my face. But do what you're gonna do. And I mean, it didn't happen. He didn't do it. But I didn't care. It didn't really matter to me. It's like I've been waiting. Through my whole life, it's like I've been waiting. I didn't want to be here. I didn't ask to be here. I didn't ask to go through all the shit that I was going through in my life. You know, um, but I never ran around feeling sorry for myself either. It was never that woe is me and why is all these bad things happening to me all the time. I just kept rolling with the punches. I just kept going. So then, you know, I through my whole life, it's always been just a roller coaster, it's ups and downs, up and downs, constant. But I just kept going with it, And there was always that thought in my mind, like, fuck, I don't want to be here no more. When is this shit gonna end? I'm just tired of it. And it never came. So we fast forward to now, last November, I get diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and it wasn't shocking because I had been saying that shit for like 2 years in my own mind. Like, I know something's gonna happen. I know. I just knew that I was gonna get cancer because the way that cancer is spreading right now, like people are getting it like crazy. I knew that it was going to eventually happen. I figured it would. But, so then they diagnosed me with stage 4 cancer. And it wasn't shocking, but, it was just, it wasn't a surprise. I think I was more hurt by it because my wife was hurt by it. You know, I think that's what it was. To see that my wife was bothered and crying over that. I think that's what bothered me more than anything. Dying was not, that was not part of it for me, man. It's just, I didn't care about that. I still don't, you know. So for the first month and a half, like I said before, it was me staying up late at night, sometimes 3, 4 in the morning, just fucking with my phone and planning my funeral. Do I want to be buried? Do I want to be cremated? What I want done with my ashes? I'm already thinking about these things, and okay, if something happens, the bike goes with my dad. My wife keeps everything. My wife keeps the life insurance policy. Whatever, everything stays with my wife. If my wife wants to give things away to my family, my kids, my friends, whatever, she can do that. But everything belongs to my wife. I'm planning all these things in my head because years ago I already packed my bags when I was a kid. During those times where I tell you I would sit there and fucking pray to die. I didn't want to be here. I don't want to be here no more. I packed my bags then, and they've been packed ever since. You know, so then I get diagnosed, and I'm at night. I'm thinking about these things. I'm thinking about funeral arrangements and what is I want. When I'm not here, what is I want when that happens. But it was never really about being afraid of dying. Again, because I've been waiting for it for a long time. And then I have that dream that I talked about, where the person was standing in the doorway, and I can only see half of him, and he's all in black, and he's just standing there staring. And I took it as that's death, death's there waiting, but he don't come into the room. He just watches. And so in my mind, I'm like, okay, is it death saying I'm here? I'm gonna take you when I'm ready to. I'm not ready to take you right now because I didn't come into the room, but I'm here. I'm watching you. So it's like, not right now, but soon. I don't know. So but again, I've been ready to go. And the thing is that's confusing for other people is that I have a good life. I have a good job when I am working. Hopefully I go back to work in December, November, beginning of December. But I have a good life. I have a good wife. I love my wife. We have great times together. We have a great marriage. I have my little dogs. I have a nice place. I have some good friends. Life is not bad. It's not bad at all. It's pretty fucking good. I'm enjoying my life. But on the other hand, there's still part of me that fucking hates this place. What I mean? There's still part of me that's like, okay, so now, the thing is, what I'm getting to is, I go to the doctor a couple months ago, do my other PET scan, and they say, okay, everything looks good. All the tumors have shrank. It has not spread no more. The immunotherapy is working. They give me a new medication um, regimen. So I'm doing this new shit. The last two times, I'm on it now. Oh, you can see it. I'm on my medication. I'm on the chemotherapy right now. The last three times that I've been with this, I have not gotten sick at all. Maybe a little tired, but sick, no. I'm not sick at all. Um, I actually kind of feel pretty good. I want to say that I'm like 90, fuck, between 95, 97, somewhere around there percent. I'm just a little tired, but it's just because I'm so used to not doing shit, hopefully, everything comes back next month because next month I gotta go and do another PET scan, and we'll find out what's going on from there. If they're gonna stop the treatments, if I get to continue the treatments, but everything's still uh, shrinking up. When I first got diagnosed and I went to the oncologist, she pretty much, she said, well, there is a chance. Because I told her, is there a chance? This is when she told me I have stage 4 cancer. Because it was on my liver. She said that's what made it stage 4 because it got into my bloodstream. So she says that, well, yeah. I mean, I said, do I have a chance? And she's like, well, yeah, you have a chance, but the chances were not good. Um, they're pretty fucking slim to beat this kind of cancer. Stage 4 esophageal cancer is rare, so it's very, very hard to beat. But yet they give me this new immunotherapy shit, and everything shrank. My liver's fine. I have no more. Have no more spreading of the cancer, and it's looking positive. Okay, it's looking positive. I'm not sick. I don't get sick, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing that it's working. And when she told me, I think it was the second time on the second time on the immunotherapy when she told me she was like she looked at the doctor looked at me like she's kind of even surprised like yeah, it's working. So again, it's a good thing. My wife's happy. I'm happy it's working. But at the same time, there's disappointment for me because I've been waiting and waiting for years. Like I said, my bags have been packed for years. I've been preparing myself for this for years. So no longer at night do I stay up at night thinking about my funeral. I can't sleep at night because of the fucking disappointment. And it feels like the disappointment that I felt when I was a kid. When I would pray, like, please don't let me wake up. I don't want to be here no more. Don't let me wake up. If there's a God, let me go. Don't let me wake up. And then every day I would wake up and I wake up with disappointment. And so now it's like I stay up at night no longer worried about dying. Disappointed in uh, that it doesn't seem like I'm fucking going anywhere. You know what I mean? And it's because I've been waiting. It's like you plan on going somewhere. You're gonna go on a vacation. You're going on a trip, and the last minute it's like, oh, this something happened. You can't go. It's like fuck, man. I did all this. I prepared all this stuff. I bought the tickets. I got the hotel. I did all this stuff, and planned this whole vacation out, and boom, can't do it now. Work says no, you can't take the time. Whatever it is, that's what it's like for me. It's disappointment because yes, I have a good life. I have a good wife. I have a good friend. I have all the things I explained earlier. But I still fucking hate this place. You know, uh, I don't like the fucking people. It's just, and especially at these times too, with the way things are changing, and this place is getting shittier and shittier as time goes by. There's nothing you can do about it, but just watch it. It's like you're watching the fucking place burn. You know what I mean? There's nothing you can do about it, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And it's like, man, fuck this place, man. But I gotta continue on. Like I said, I'm not gonna do myself in. I gotta continue on, and maybe I'll get past that. Eventually, get past that, and just like I said, continue living. But as of right now, that's the way that I feel. That's what I sit up at night thinking about, and I like I just, it's like my time at night is when my wife goes to sleep, is my time to think and try to figure things out, And right now, there's really not much for me to figure out. So my mind starts fucking going, starts going like, fuck, man. It's disappointing. It's disappointing that the shit's working because I was ready. And it doesn't look like I'm going anywhere anytime soon. You know what I mean? Um, it is what it is. I'm here. This has nothing to do with my wife. Um, so I don't want her to feel like, oh, that she's not doing something right because that's nothing to do with her. This has something to do. That has to do just with me from my upbringing. From then, it's been with me this whole time. You know what I mean? I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and I thought it was finally here. I thought it was finally gonna be soon that I didn't have to deal with this fucking shit no more. I guess, I guess it's dealing with also dealing with my own mind. Because my mind constantly is fucking running. It doesn't stop. I don't know how it is for other people. You know what I mean? I'm just, for me, my mind is constantly fucking running. It's constantly trying to figure things out, all day, every day. Even before the cancer, even when I was regular, just working and shit like that, my mind at work would constantly go and I'm just trying to figure things out. I'm trying to figure out how to maneuver and how to make things happen here at home and how to make things happen in my life constantly, you know what I mean? Um, and it would jump from different things, so my mind was constantly working. And right now, it's working on that. It's something that's constantly fucking just being recycled through my brain, like the disappointment, because I feel the same disappointment that I felt back then. You know what I mean? I feel it now every day. Like fuck, here I am. I was ready to go. You know, bags are packed. I'm ready to say my goodbyes to everybody. And then the doctors come with, well, it looks like this stuff is working. I won't know definitely until next month what's gonna happen. Um, I don't know. They haven't really given me a plan. They just said I have to do two more. This one and the next one. The next one that I'll do, my next chemotherapy is gonna be on my birthday. And that was that because the girl at the nurse at the oncology office in the infusion room, um, the Filipino chick that works there. She's one of the people that takes my vitals. She's the one who puts in my port and all that shit and my chemo. And she one day she told me, she's like, hey, you know that me and you have the same birthday? And it's October 9th. And I was like, oh no, I didn't know. And she's like, yeah. She was, me and you have the same birthday. Did you know that you're gonna be here for chemotherapy on your birthday? And I said, yeah, I seen that. She's like, yeah, so we'll both be here. So I told her yesterday. She's like, one more session, and we're gonna be right here for our birthdays. And I was like, that's thinking about it was kind of crazy. I told her, hey, would they mind if I bring like donuts or bring some cupcakes for everybody? Because there's a bunch of people in that room. We're all going through the same shit. So since we're gonna be there, me and her's birthday, she's like, no, it's okay, you can bring it. So the day before, I'm gonna go down to the market and buy a couple things of cupcakes and take them there when I go to do my therapy. But it's kind of weird, it's my birthday and the birthday of the nurse that's trying to help to save my life on my fucking birthday, on our birthdays. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. But yeah, that's the next chemotherapy is on the 9th of October. This one I'm on right now, I get taken off tomorrow to take the pump off, and I'll be off for a week and a half. And then October 9th, I'll go back. After that, I'll go do a PET scan, and the PET scan will tell them everything they need to know. If I gotta continue chemo or I don't gotta continue chemo. I really didn't ask her what's the next plan. Um, I guess I'll just find out when I do the PET. Well, when I go back, I'll go see my nurse, my doctor, next week on Thursday. That's the week before I do my chemo, and I'll find out, what could be the outcome of that PET scan, or what would be the best outcome of that PET scan, and what would be the next plan. Um, so I won't know until then. Shit, they put me on a whole different medication regimen. So I don't know if that's working or not. We haven't did a PET scan since they did this new shit. So I can go back over there and they say, hey, fuck, it didn't work. We need to put you on back onto the other medication. It's not. We need to put you on both the medications the way it was, because now the shit's spreading, or the tumors are growing again. Well, I don't know. I won't know until that PET scan to say, okay, what they did by taking the other medication away from me, did it help or did it fuck things up? So we'll see. We'll see next month. But again, it's just this is about how I feel. Again, this has nothing to do with my wife. It has nothing to do with my life. It just has to do with um, something that I've been dealing with for a long time, and I don't know what it is. I don't know um, if there's help for that. You know what I mean? Or I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It just do I care about living? Yeah, I care about it. But do I care about dying? No. Am I ready to? Yeah, yeah. I guess you could say that I am. I'm ready. If it happens, I'm ready. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And the issue with that too is that's fucking dangerous. That's dangerous to feel that way, to live that way, because I have that I don't give a fuck mentality. You know what I mean? It's dangerous for a person to live that way, because it just takes something so little to set that person off or to set me off, and I do something stupid because I don't care, and that kind of worries me. I try to keep myself out of those kind of situations, but that shit kind of worries me. Is this is the mentality of a motherfucker that just don't care about living or dying? You know what I mean? Um, but I mean, it is what it is. I'll continue to live my life the way I live it. Um, I don't feel sorry for myself, especially after going into the infusion room and seeing all these fucking people in there. We're all fighting the same shit. We're all different stages. We're all, we're all different medications. From 18 years old to fucking women and men in their 80s still fighting. Um, there's a guy there. He's there most of the time that I'm there. He's a older white guy, and I want to say he's probably about 60 something years old. He's not like an old man, but he's like 60 years old. But he is probably the sickest one in there. I mean, he's probably weighs like 120 pounds. They bring him in a wheelchair. His face is just sucked in. His eyes are just pushed in. He kind of looks like a skeleton. And he sits like usually he'll sit two chairs down from me. And they put him in the chair in one of the lazy boy chairs. They put his feet up. They hook him up, and he curls up in a ball, and he puts his blanket on him, and he'll knock the fuck out. He's in there longer than me. And I see him all the time, and I think like, fuck, what is? I mean, I wonder. I mean, he's an older guy, but he's still not giving up. What is he fighting for? Like he looks like he's just close to going. And I think like I saw him yesterday. I was thinking like, man, one of these days I'll probably come in here and they say he's not here no more. You know what I mean? But he's still there. There's a bunch of old ladies there. In their 70s, 80s, still getting chemotherapy, and it's like and then you see that there's young guys in there, 18 years old, or in their early people in their early 20s. And you see all these people. They're all just curled in these chairs with blankets wrapped over around them, and beanies on, and with they're listening to their music or whatever, And it's like you see them and you think like, how the fuck can I sit here and feel sorry for myself? You know what I mean? That's why I don't feel sorry for myself. You know what I mean? I don't feel sorry for myself. You know, I just go and do my thing. You know what I mean? And I live my life without. I don't know. I never felt that way. I don't think I ever lived my life that way, feeling sorry for myself. I just kept on rolling with the punches. You know what I mean? And so, but after seeing people like that every other week, how can you fucking feel sorry for yourself? You know, I just don't understand. I don't understand people that run around feeling sorry for themselves constantly. Go sit in one of them rooms. Go sit in one of them rooms and see how we all have to deal with the shit we're dealing with. You know what I mean? Before you sit around feeling sorry for yourself constantly for whatever shit you're going through in your life. You know what I mean? I guarantee you go in one of them rooms, in one of them infusion rooms, and see all these people in these chairs. You know, it'll make you think twice about your life and always with that fucking woe is me shit. You know what I mean? Um, but anyways, yeah. Right now, it's like I guess I'm just going through another phase of this whole thing. You know, um, and it's just disappointment, disappointment that I've been waiting for so long, and it didn't work. It didn't work out the way that I thought it was gonna work out. And I mean, the way that things are looking right now, like I said, I could probably go back to work in December. Uh, but I was expecting something different out of this, and now it's I guess it's back to the fucking grind in December if everything works out. I kind of look forward to that. I'm kind of bored here at home. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with my dogs. Me and my little dogs are used to be with me now. It's gonna be by the time December comes, it'll be a whole year that I've been home, and they're used to me being here with them every day. And fuck, what are they gonna do now? They're gonna go crazy. But you know, I guess if everything goes the way it's supposed to go next month, I'll be back on the grind, working and making money. Good thing is when I go back to work, I'll be getting almost a $6 raise. So that's a good thing. You know, I look forward to that. But anyways, you know, that's what it is. That's my story for the day. I don't expect you to understand that. There probably is people out there that will understand what I'm saying. Um, Again, this has nothing to do with my life. Has nothing to do with my wife. Uh, she isn't did anything wrong. She does everything that she needs to do. You know what I mean? We have a great life. She's a great person. Um, it this is just has to do with me. It has to do with me and shit that I've been dealing with for my whole life. So, but it is what it is. You know, I continue doing what I'm doing. Um, so I guess I'll be around a lot longer than I thought I was going to be. But I guess it's a good thing for my wife. You know. So, anyways, I appreciate you guys watching the channel. I'm trying to hit that thousand spot. So you know, if you like the videos, if you like what I'm talking about, you know what I mean, or you know somebody's dealing with cancer, um, if you know anybody in the motorcycle scene, you know what I mean, get at me, man. Tell them to check out the page and watch the videos. Another thing, I'm probably do a video maybe today of some of my merchandise, so you can see what it is because I do have shirts and shit like that. You know, that I sell. I have shirts, hoodies, girls, booty shorts. Um, Actually, you know what? I think I'll just do a video on my whole brand and how I started the brand or where I got the logo from, the idea and all that stuff like that. I think that'll be a video that I'll do and I'll take some of my stuff out and I'll show it to you guys so you can see what it is, and then where you guys can purchase some of my shirts. I got another shirt that'll be coming out pretty soon. Actually, I'm gonna talk to my wife today and get out my printer so I can get the design over to him so I can start printing it. And hopefully, in a couple weeks, I'll have the new shirts out. Actually, I have two different designs that I want to do, and a third one being worked on right now. I have a shitload of designs I'm sitting on. So, but the last three that I got coming right now that are being worked, that two of them are done. One of them being worked on right now. They're pretty fucking badass. So I will, once I come out with one, then I'll come out with another one because they'll all start to pay for themselves. If I do things the way they're supposed to be, then they'll pay for themselves. But anyways, that's the video for today. Please like, share, subscribe, and try to help me to get to that 1,000 followers. I'd appreciate it. Take care, and I will talk to you guys later.